We start with the back at the holding page, Muuvit.com, and we scroll down to this button down here, choosing all other countries, which takes us to this welcoming page. We've got some information here about what Muuvit's all about, some links to success stories and videos. Please feel free to browse. And then a link through to the maps, the European and the new world map that we're nearing completion. Will be ready in the next couple of weeks. A little bit of information there about our tie-in and tie-up with Microsoft Education. Moving back to the top, I'm going to hit the Teachers Lounge. Now, if you're met with a login button there, please log in as paul.vitali@muuvit.com. with a password paulmovit1, and you'll be met with this Teachers Lounge page. We can then jump straight into managing our adventure, and we know immediately that we have 3,510 points, and we need another 228 points to reach St. Petersburg, and we can add more weeks activity as we go along. We can check out the destinations, and we can see that we are here in Helsinki and we're on our road to St. Petersburg. And in order to get there, we need, as we say, we need those 228 points. If I just quickly nip back to our activity points and just let's say the following couple of days, the children had accumulated another 400 activity points, we will have reached St. Petersburg, and we've got 172 points carried over to the next destination. If we go back to the destination, we can see that we are there, and we now have other options of where we want to go. And by clicking on to St. Petersburg, we can then have a look at what's happening there. The bank of resources behind each location, whether that be a country or a city. Often we've put some questions and answers, multiple choice questions, and lots more resource coming with the global map. Often we touch on languages and some mathematics and population densities, that kind of thing. Okay, just jumping quickly back to the Teachers Lounge. We can manage students here just by entering a name, and it automatically generates a new participant. So I'm going to look at, we're going to log in a second as Alan Davids with his password at Vito203. So if I, in this section, can also download exercise cards that they might want to fill in manually. If they were dealing with younger children who don't use the internet or perhaps don't have any smartphones. That's available for a manual completion. And then if I jump back out of here and back to the Teachers Lounge, and what I can also do is if I log out and then log in as a pupil, remembering that password, that unique code, Vito203, I'm now logged in as Alan Davids. And he can see where we are. He can share it with his family at home. He can update this activity during school or of an evening, and he can put in new activity points and what he's done during the days. And this we're just working on the layout of this a little bit to make it a little bit more simple. 28 new points, and he can say he was playing football with Dad and PE at school. And he can submit that. There's a section here where he can get awarded badges and send postcards from St. Petersburg. There we go. They can be sent all around the world, or perhaps even to other schools that are participating on the Muuvit platform. So back to St. Petersburg. I'm now going to log off and log back in as the teacher. We can manage the adventure, and we see that Alan Davies has submitted some activity, and I can validate this as a teacher, which increases our total activity points automatically, and we are now, I say, 176 points towards our next destination. And that is pretty much how the whole system works, encouraging more and more activity from the pupils and active participation with families. Thanks for watching.